future for Disneyland Paris, and the whole team is here, and it's the first show we do as a team since Mickey's been back from paternity. Hooray! I'm properly back now. I'm properly back. It's a good few weeks, just me and you. Yeah, but this is the first team up since I've been back from paternity. And we got a lot to cover. Yeah, a lot to cover. Because there's been quite a few big announcements that have happened with Disneyland Paris. So much to unpack. It's going to be really, really busy 2024 for the resort. As if you didn't have the Olympics already. Yeah, it's going to be a really busy 2024 for the resort. So today, we've already done the Colour Symphony stuff. We did it last time. This time we're going to focus on the one bit that these two do not like the idea of. And that is, of course, this brand new Alice in Wonderland show that is going to take the place of the former Moteurs Action. So, initially, you two, when this was out, watched and like, don't do it! Don't do it! Bad idea! Bad idea! Don't do it! And it just proves my point that this expansion's gone downstream. Yeah, go on. Because it's in because the stunt show area is in now what is known as Marble Land. So therefore, you should be doing a marble show. Yeah, you should be doing a marble. It just proves my point that instead of doing expansion, we should have done a third park. Yeah, well, we're going to cover that in a future episode. We're going to cover that. I think it's been said for quite a while now, in the 41%. You've been saying how this expansion should not have been an expansion, it should have been as a third part. Yep. Yeah, but we'll go on. But yeah, but it just proves the point of why you should not theme lands in a theme park to a particular IP if you're then not going to follow through and execute that IP. Yeah. But that's why Disneyland Park, even though everybody moans how it's not had a new attraction properly since opening day, it's had new shows, parades over the years, but it's not really had like a proper new attraction probably since maybe Buzz Lightyear in 2005, 2006. That's but what I know about that Disneyland Park is how the lands aren't themed to a particular IP. No, they're not themed to a particular IP. So that's why you could get away with, if you wanted to put something, an attraction in that particular land from a Disney IP, you can get away with doing that because you're not theming it to a said IP or theming it to a genre. Like Fantasyland is all about fairy tales, Discovery Island is all about the sci-fi, Adventureland and Frontierland are more for your west side. Yeah, that sort of thing. Yeah, the country and western. They're not themed to that IP, which means you can get away with putting Disney attractions in there that are based on several IPs. But this is the trap that the studio park has put itself in. It's trying to give you lands based on IPs. And the problem is, Mickey's just pointed out there, if you're not going to execute it, then why are we bothering giving people a Marble Land if you're not going to do it fully Marble? Or for people like you, a Frozen Land, if you're not going to do it full on Frozen? Or if Praise to the Gods of Star Wars Land, if you're not going to do it fully Star Wars? Yeah, it just beats the purpose of why this expansion in the first place. You're not going to do it 100% to that theme. The stunt show area is in the outskirts of Marble Land. It therefore should be a marble show. Well, let's go back to the expansion announcements of 5 years ago. Let's go back 5 years. Expansion announcement. We did debate for a very long time over the years. What could you do with Moteurs Action? Could you keep it but give it like a marble overlay? Yeah. Or do you get rid of it and put in a new marble show? We had this debate for a good full 18 months after the expansion was announced. And it wasn't until I took my 2019 trip, which was in November 2019, so just before COVID arrived. Just before COVID arrived. So when I took my 2019 trip, I kind of felt, right, probably next year I'm probably going to be saying goodbye to Moteurs Action. Yeah. Because obviously 2019 I was there to say goodbye to my beloved tram tour. And when I was there, I kind of felt, well, probably next year, when we come next year, it's going to be the last time we're going to see Moteurs Action. Didn't you have to go through the exit to get to You did! Yeah, because in 2019, obviously, the cranes were up. They were so visible. The par backlot was cordoned off, but Moteurs Action still ran. So in order to get to Moteurs Action, you had to go through the exit of Moteurs Action, which just so happened to be situated near Studio Tram Tour, which, of course, was another attraction that was about to see the end of days. Yeah, so when I was there, I kind of thought, okay, I'm saying goodbye to my tram tour this year, and then probably this time next year, I'm going to say goodbye to Moteurs Action, because probably most likely in 2021, it's not going to stay when Avengers Campus open. Yeah, of course, all that went to pieces, because COVID came. Yeah, starting COVID. And of course, Moteurs Action then went out with a whimper, and it was the end of an era. Yeah, we talked about it on the very first opinion videos we did. We discussed how it was an end of an era and how such an iconic attraction, you know, arrived with a bang in 2002, and in 2020 it goes out with a whimper. Right, because I imagine if COVID did not hit, you could have done like a great big grand finale for Moteurs Action. Yeah, but in the end, it wasn't to be the case. No, it's just such a shame. And Moteurs Action is such an iconic attraction, such a staple attraction. I mean, it was so staple. Even Florida thought, we'll have a copy. Yeah. Which George and I did see. We did. Yeah, we did. Yeah. And we were not impressed. Well, you didn't want to be in Florida, full stop. I was basically everyone's bag lady in Florida. Listen, are you going to do the attraction? I'll mind the bags. I'll be back lady, it's fine. I don't want to be here at all. But we did see Florida's version, and we were just not impressed. Nah, because we were all like, get your own show! Yeah, get your own stunt show! Yeah, stop copying ours! They did not feel the same, But yeah. So, there's going to be, in spring of 2024, it's going to be a brand new Alice in Wonderland stunt show. I have heard rumours about this a couple of them for quite some time, but I didn't want to tell you two in case it turned out to be nothing. Right, because a lot of the times you hear rumours about things like, oh, they might do a certain attraction to this, and then it actually turns out to be nothing. Yeah, so they were nothing. So this rumour has proven to be true. So it's going to be a brand new Alice in Wonderland show in the stunt show area. So the area that Moteurs actually occupied for 18 solid years. That's where it's going to be. So So it's going to be based on Alice in Wonderland, and it's going to be in the spring of 2024. Guests of Walt Disney Park will be invited to step into the topsy-turvy and colourful world of Alice in Wonderland during an exclusive new stage show that will offer a modern and flamboyant twist on the beloved Disney animation classic. Children and adults alike will get to discover an energy-packed musical show that will bring together various types of performers. To top it all off, they will have the unique opportunity to influence the outcome of the show. Ooh, so that's going to be very exciting indeed. But of course, it is obviously the old Moteurs Action arena, which was going to be repurposed. These two does not do it. Right. I feel like I should do the defense first, and then I'll come to these two, as the prosecution, as we'll call it. The right. Okay, so here comes the defense bit. It is that the arena in Moteurs Action, it packed a lot of people in. It was always a high ticket attraction. It always got jam packed. So if you have a good show, you can get people coming in and see it. And I think doing it on a IP like Alice Wonderland, it's interesting. It's an interesting take, because what do you do? Do you do it based on the cartoon classic, which of course is all very nice and cuddly and happy-do-lally and all fun for the kiddies? Or do you do it based on the Tim Burton version of Alice Wonderland, which was released in 2010, and then had a sequel in 2016, where that's more action-packed, and that has the right balance between the kids and the grown-ups. And depending on what you're going to do, like, are they going to do stunts with it? That's big. If you're going to do stunts, then obviously you've got to do the Tim Burton version, because it was a high octane. You don't view the Tim Burton as a remake. No, I don't. No. Because it wasn't a remake of the Alice in Wonderland from the original cartoon film. It was like a modern but take on what is a well-known classic story, and then 6 years later, you top it with a original sequel. So the story has an original sequel to it. It was just so that and of course those characters are so well loved. And I think I would want to see more the Tim Burton version, because we don't have that much of the live action stuff in our park, do we? No. We did have live action Ariel. We did. Yeah, we did. You loved that You loved the live version of Mermaid. You did. You just loved it. Yeah, I thought it was good. That was good. Apart from seeing Flounder and Sebastian, they creep me out a bit, but I was kind of prepared for that, because obviously it's a live action version. You're not gonna get the cute and cuddlies that you got when the Little Mermaid was first released. Those two creep me out, but all in all, it was not a bad adaptation of the story. But you loved it. Yeah, you loved it. Might have been because obviously Lin-Manuel Miranda was involved with the music. And you love Hamilton. You can't wait for us to go and see that in November. Properly go and see it. Because we have watched it on Disney Plus, but we've not properly watched it live. And we're going to be going to see it properly live the day before Mickey and I were flying out to Paris. We are doing it. Let's not go into detail now. But anyway, but yeah, you love that. So yeah, we have had live action Ariel, but we haven't really had any of the other live action stuff seep its way into our park, have we? No, which is odd, because I think you could have easily brought in live action Maleficent. Well, that would have been a good AE ticket. Even though her films are a bit controversial in my opinion. The first one was fine. The second one, yeah. Not great. No, but no. Let's not go. No, we won't go there. No, that could be an opportunity. Yeah. So there have been a couple of live action stuff you could bring that to our park. We haven't. Miss up. But I honestly think it's about time we have something different thrown in there. I mean, and this is always the issue with Moteurs Action, because Moteurs Action was such an iconic attraction. You kind of don't want to run the risk of changing it during its run. Or it's the classic case of you damned if you do, damned if you don't. No, because Moteurs Action was so popular. Yeah, and I bet they might have thought they wanted to try and do something different every now and then, but they've probably been damned they did. Well, I can actually counter that. Because of how iconic the Moteurs Action set is, if you try to take that down to put a Tempe show in, you wouldn't get the Moteurs Action stage back. Oh, right. So I personally suppose you try to do something different just for just like a couple of months, like Christmas or Halloween, it wouldn't work. You would then have to try and work because you would have to try and get the Moteurs Action stage back and look how it was properly before it got took down for the temperature. So I don't think that would work. During its run, you had to either go Moteurs Action or you take it out and do a new show. But so. Yeah, yeah. In a way, you're kind of right because obviously we had the Jungle Book Drive situation. Did that go ahead at all? I don't think it did. Yeah, but anyway, yeah, because they were going to try and do Jungle Book Drive in the Moteurs Action arena. They actually refeed the stage, may not agree to it. But of course, didn't work. No, did not work. Did it happen? So I go and see a couple of bits on YouTube, see if it did. Yeah, just to confirm, real quick. Did it happen or not? Did it happen? We had heard it was planned, but of course, obviously, 2020 it was so precarious of what you could do. Let's see. Did it happen in 2020? I don't think it did. No, nah, did not, no. I don't think it did. No. But that was the good side. So yeah, so Mickey's kind of right with that. If you try to take Moteurs Action stage out, you probably won't get it back. But for me, that area, okay, I get why when Moteurs Action went, obviously because it's going to be Marble area, you gotta have something on it. But you kind of felt that needed a stunt show, and we sort of said when we have said we did the recce video for Avengers Campus, we felt Avengers Campus was lacking something for all kinds of guests. Because when we were at Avengers Campus last year to do the recce, because obviously we're going to recce each new bit of WS2, even if we don't do any of the attractions in it, we are going to recce each land. So we did our recce bit last year. We both felt immediately yeah, this isn't for us. It just didn't feel very inviting. It didn't feel welcoming. You wanted to get the heck out of there. I get you wanted to do the sweet brows. You need to explain that to the kid. Do a demonstration. Yeah, sweet brows. So whenever you go to a shop and you need to see, oh, there's nothing here I want, but I can't leak that's the room. So I've got to go to the. Oh, that's lovely. Oh, that's too pricey. Look at the display. And it can go, sweet brows! That's what you want to do. We're going to Avengers Campus. You want to get the hell out of there. Well, you knew you weren't good, that none of the attractions in Avengers Campus were good for you. We only wanted to do a record, so why did we say? Plus, those rooftop shows was a stupid idea. Well, I think because the day we were, there was a bit of sun glaring. So it's like, what's that? I think I can make out Black Widow. She's there with somebody in a mask. Never mind. Yeah. And I feel we feel it needs to have something for all guests, because there are people like me who are only there for shows, parades. They'll do some rides, but most of them not for me. So you need to put something in there for all types of guests. Avengers Campus does not have that. So a stunt show would be the easiest thing to do. That area's been sitting empty for 3 years now. 4 years. Well, before years we get to when Alice in Wonderland comes in. So why are you not putting something in there? Well, it's just But I think it's a good thing to have. It's about time you put a new stunt show in there. Stunt shows proved very, very popular during Moteurs Action's 18-year reign. It's still hard to believe that's gone. That's still hard to believe that has gone, because I think that was probably one of the open day attractions you'd think that's never gonna go. Yeah, that it's too iconic to get rid of. But of course, Bloody expansion. Bloody expansion. You will have your you will have your moment. You will have your moment. Just not today. Not today. Right, I'm going to hand it now over to the prosecution, who basically will argue against this. Who wants to start? Take it away. Well, I think I'll start, because I will have... You can hang with more about the... Yeah, okay. We're not against the idea of doing a stunt show. Okay. Just about break. We're not against the idea. I mean, would it feel weird? Is it going to feel weird to know there's going to be a new stunt show when Moteurs Action was? Yeah, absolutely, because of how iconic that was. Yeah. And, as you rightly said, it's an attraction we never ever thought would go. Yeah, but it has gone. It has gone. Yeah. What we're not happy with is the fact they just put a random IP in there and they're going to pass it off as if, oh no, it's fine, no, it's all lovely. But we're in soddy Marble-land! Yep. So if you're going to have an area in Marble-land that's right for the picking, right to do something, you need to make it marble themed. It needs to be a marble stunt show. Otherwise, as Mickey rightly said, what is the point of us creating these lands, feeding into different IPs, and then tomorrow, oh, there's a little area over there, because there, which is kind of in the outskirts a bit, but we could just do something different. No! No! You either stick to the theme, or you bulldoze it and give us backlots. Yeah. I mean, Marble-land, really, it should not have been a review of Backlot. No! It really should not have been a review of Backlot. What? Backlot should have been left alone. Backlot should have still been Backlot, and then you could have still kept Moteurs Action, but probably maybe get rid of Armageddon. Get him. Or Armageddon was well past its sell-by date. Oh, God. Even when we did it. Armageddon was one of those attractions where, well, we would go past for many checks, thinking I'd love to do that, but then I have the bottle to do it. And then in 2015, we bit the bullet, and then I realised, okay, I can now see why we've never bit the bullet before. It's so long. It's not a great attraction to go where your feet are achy, you don't, and it's boiling heat. It's like, oh my God. And of course, I'll never forget when we went to the second bit, Susie Palace spot. Was it you or Pluto where you literally just yelled, "Stay there! Don't move!" Well, because we knew it was going to be pyrotechnics. You're not going, and you're not going. No, we all know I'm like with heat, dear. Not good with it. No, they thought, well, as long as you stay still, it's fine. And I did. But no, anyway, back to the point. Yeah. Backlot should have been left alone. It should have been 3 new lands. Yeah, but Backlot pretty much was much on its last legs. It just needs to be refreshed. But that's the problem we have. We don't mind if you're going to put a new stunt show in. What we do mind is you stick to the IP that you have put this land under. Yeah, you have made this land a Marble-land. Therefore, anything from Backlot that's still there, you have to make that marble. Otherwise, the whole point is pathetic. Yeah, it just makes the whole point of this expansion, that area expansion, it just makes the whole thing pointless. It's like, why did you do it? Why did you do that? It's a complete waste. Yeah. And also, what can you really do? Here's my issue. What can you really do with Alice in Wonderland for a stunt show? What can you do? Not much. But if it's a cartoon version, then you can't do anything. Can't really do anything with it. But if it's the Tim Burton version, then your opportunity is there, because the Tim Burton version was more of an action-packed film. But I just can't see right now. I just can't see how that's gonna work. Right, that's my problem. It's a stupid idea. Why are we doing it when we've had what? 2 years now, 3 years now, 3 years without stunt show. 3 years without stunt show. Why are you even bothering now? We could maybe. Were you planning for Avengers Campus? Get it up ready for Avengers Campus. Yeah. Yeah. Because those rooftop shows were completely stupid. They are very stupid, and we did say it felt more a bit like Universal Orlando. Yeah, and because obviously the sun was glaring, it's like, oh, that's you eventually didn't bother try to look at talk sport. I got just something like that. Yeah, like no point, no but nah. But it's complete. I mean, the whole thing just sounds completely like a silly idea. They thought, what can we do for a new attraction? And what did you? They probably heard some of these pals put it last year moaning about how are we finished? Are we going to the main part? Are we finished already? No, we can't be finished. No, we can't. Don't even try to defend yourself. Don't even try. You last year was so shocked how very quickly we had finished and watched year's part. You were very shocked. Because what we had last year was basically Ratatouille, Slinky, Mickey Edition, although that was for me. Dream Factory, which got to see for the first time. Brilliant. Loved that. And that was probably about it. Because Frozen Musical Invitation was stupidly not on when we were there. That's a stupid mistake. You better correct that this year, otherwise I'll bang on those doors. I'd be denied to let it. Yes! I want to go see this bag. That was probably about it. You were very shocked and you kept banging on about it. You were quite shocked. Shocked. So probably thought, okay, it's not much doing in what's Year's Park. Well, that's because your theatres don't run 24/7 anymore. That's why it's not much doing in Year's Park. It's not because the expansion's underway. It's because all your theatres are now run on a seasonal basis. Right, you want me to go a Pixar musical invitation? Oh, no. You're not pleased about that situation. Well, why do you do July to November, then take a month out, and then December to May? It's stupid. Yeah, stupid. Yeah. And you still can't watch it on YouTube? Can't. No. But, I mean, yes, Studios Park needs things to do in there, but you've got to make it, it's got to make sense. Yeah, it's got to make sense. And this doesn't make sense. No, it really does not make sense to do this. It's like, what are you thinking? Right, what are you thinking? It needs to be a Marvel theme show. You mean a Marvel Land needs to be a Marvel theme show. Oh yeah, because the Warner Studio Theatre went like a house on fire, that did. That went very well. Well, to go Pixar Musicalation's not had a good start either. Oh, was it? It's been problems. Oh. It's the ghost of Sea Magic! Yeah, it's the ghost of Sea Magic. It's come to haunt that theatre. It's come to haunt that theatre. To remind you that it should be me in there. And not that. It's a haunted theatre, the ghost of Sea Magic. It lives very well in there. Just waiting to come back alive again. I don't think you can now. Can you bring that? Nope, no, you can't really bring that back with what they did inside. Anyway. Right. Before we go, can I ask you one question? If Backlot was still Backlot, would you be happy with this to be done? So if Backlot was not turned to Avengers Campus, was still a Backlot, would we still be happy? Would we welcome it more? Yeah. No. Oh! Go on. No. No. Moteurs Action was such an iconic attraction, you should not ever replace that. So, no. No. And also the fear of, you try to do something temporary, you're not going to get Moteurs Action back, so no. That was fierce. That was a definite no. Wow, that was cutthroat, Mickey. Cutthroat. Right. Cecil? I would be tempted to say no, but at the same time, would it be a good idea to experiment? I think you'd need 2 separate arenas. One to keep one. That would have been the best idea. Yeah. For me, I hope that this gives us an opportunity. I know you two are going to agree with this because obviously you think it should be a Marvel one. I hope this gives us an opportunity to explore with different ideas for different shows. Because we know how shows in Disney Prize don't run all year round anymore. So you can maybe do spring season, you do this, then the summer you do a different show, and then the autumn you do something different. So it could be an opportunity for it to experiment with different types of shows that you could not do with Marvel. Sorry, that you couldn't do when Moteurs Action was around. Nah, because obviously it's too iconic to get rid of. But we'll see. We will see. I can understand your points on it. Yes, that area is in Marvel Land now, therefore it should be Marvel, but we'll see how it goes. We will see how it goes come springtime of 2024. We'll see how that goes. We'll see how it goes. What a lively debate it's been, eh? Over to you now. Time for you to have your own live debates on it and let us know. Thank you for joining us today. If you loved it, do click the like button and subscribe to the channel. Can you click the subscribe button? Like, you know, way color with whenever it's brand, so it doesn't mean whether it's the Opinion Village or Virtual Park. Remember the bird says, come on my fish, you know, for all times. Let's all say, merciful God, just want to say that.